The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh, and promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.
Share this. What up?
Man, if you guys knew what it took for us to fucking just get started today, man, you would.
It took forever.
Yeah. Man, we deserve an award, the Start of the Year award.
Yeah, that's what's up.
What are you talking about?
Al Toomer, man.
Little failure.
Are you
failure
all right?
to launch.
I'm fine. Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to get high online. I thought we could smoke weed here online, and they're telling me that we can't do it.
That's right.
We can booze online, but we can't smoke weed.
You can burn up your organs online, but you can't.
Yeah,
man.
right.
Say no to drugs, man. No to dope and the drugs,
But
man.
weed ain't a
Weed
drug.
is not a drug.
Weed's not a drug.
Weed is not a drug.
God
So yes,
damn it.
say no to drugs.
Say no to drugs. Fuck the drugs. Drugs ain't shit.
You just treated it like
as
one.
a matter of
goddamn
fact,
it.
let's be clear about weed. You know the difference between weed and water? You can drink enough water to kill you.
Yeah.
You can't smoke enough weed to die.
Exactly.
I've tried.
Valiant efforts.
I mean, after I found out.
And you are not a ghost.
Yeah, you giving valiant efforts.
Absolutely.
You said that, is that water, Jeff, or is it vodka or gin or something?
No, I don't drink.
You too, you fat motherfucker. You look like you got some gin in your shit. Sitting up here purporting water and goddamn it, you know you got booze in it.
The devil is in the
This
bottle.
motherfucking red wine skin tone motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Looking like a goddamn retired high school senior in this motherfucker.
He retired many years ago, Dewan. Many years ago.
Why you let this motherfucker on stage?
I'm
Why you
bringing
let
my
him on?
booze out there. Everybody know I got booze. Y'all coming up here with y'all booze in a water bottle, looking like it's fucking water and shit, and you know you got gin and vodka.
this
The devil is in the bottle.
Sounds like dry snitching to me.
Devil is
That was
in the
dry
bottle.
snitch. You don't have to snitch, motherfucker.
Sounds like dry
My
snitching.
shit is out for everybody to see.
Night train, nigga. We see it.
All right.
I bet $7
You the only
that
motherfucker sitting there with nothing to drink.
I'm willing to bet.
You the nigga better watching.
I'm
Hey,
willing
man,
to
I'm
bet
getting drunk off of your pores,
$5.
nigga.
I'm willing to bet $5 Al gonna knock that glass over before the end of the goddamn
Oh,
show.
man. Put
Not
your
as
money
long-
on
I'm willing
the
to
table.
bet.
No.
Put your money on the table,
Not
man.
as
I got
long
faith
as-
in him.
not
Al, can you
as
push that
long
shit
as
away?
there's any look in it.
Al, can you push it away?
It would be
Bullshit.
nice, though, if you could just put it about a foot
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
Just
Put it
another
out of
foot.
reach, motherfucker, for the break. All
I
right,
sit
look,
here
man.
last week on my show with it in the same goddamn position and nothing happened.
All right, man.
Now
It's the
this
same glass,
might
too.
fall the fuck
Well, I
off.
guess
We'll see.
All right,
we
look.
will see.
We did
All right,
try.
party people. Thanks for joining Mike Robertson Boulevard. Yeah. I'm Mike Robertson, your host of this lovely show that we do every Tuesday night at 8:30 at Morris Media Studios.
Yeah.
Yeah. Call in today, y'all. We're talking about some crazy shit today. 323-293-3375. That's the number. It's on your screen. We need some damn callers, man. Stop faking and fronting. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Y'all watch every week. And you don't even say you like it, man.
And
It's okay.
share.
It's okay to say you like it, and it's okay to share, right?
Yeah, stop being selfish.
Share.
It doesn't cost you a thing, man.
Doesn't cost you shit.
Yeah, man, but it helps us out, man. So just do the damn thing. Do that shit. Anyway, my name is Mike Robertson, and we're going to talk about some ill shit today. I'm going to start on the left. I got Mr. Dewan Encyclopedia Brown here every week. What's
Yes,
up, bro?
sir. How you doing today, Mike?
All right, man. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling nice and high. Beautiful day in L.A. today.
Oh, man. All these drug users, man. What the fuck?
Yes.
Plant users. Vegetarians.
Plants is vegetarian. Yeah.
All these vegetarians on this stage.
Veggie.
All right,
Yeah.
next to me, man, we got a special guest come to drop some knowledge and science on the game. We got Mr.
Jeff Brown. Hey, how's everybody?
I thought you was gonna have
Jeff
a special
Brown.
slogan or something. We got Mr. Jeff Brown.
Ask your Uncle Jeff. I'm going with that.
Oh, Uncle Jeff.
Yeah.
Uncle Jeff.
Yeah.
All right, and then to the right of me, we've got my drunken partner here. You just said it, dude. Look. Not for real, man.
This type of abuse, man.
Yeah,
He didn't come for abuse.
You more fucked up than me. I just
Get on that shit out to
goddamn
her.
sherm stick with weed.
Sherm single.
Oh man, don't tell him about the Sherm, man. Come on, man.
But I'm a drunk.
Okay, look, my homie Al, man, from goddamn 1992 and shit, man,
From
is
the
in the
universe,
place to be,
nigga,
man.
not just 1992.
He from the
All
universe.
I'm everywhere, nigga.
Well,
I'm
I met
God.
you in 92,
Darkness,
motherfucker.
go up and look at the sky right now. That's me.
I met you
That's
at
melanin.
1 year.
Wow. Yes, sir.
That's true. He got
That is exactly
all
you
the
say?
melanin.
What'd you say? You're the Milky Way? What'd you say?
Go look up at the sky right now and you'll see
Yes.
Damn.
me. Before God said, let there be light, nigga, that was me.
preceded.
Really?
light.
He
How
wanted to
about
be
that?
able to see you when he
When
said
God
that.
said, let there be light, Al Toomer smiled and showed them white ass teeth.
He didn't open his eyes because
He didn't
that's,
open his eyes.
cause that's if
His
God
eyes
said,
was
let there
red.
be fire.
His eyes was red. He was hiding the motherfucker. In front of him.
Let there be fire, nigga. Open your eyes.
But man, but quick, thanks for the introduction, Mike. But there's something I want to ask you fellas, and
Oh, damn.
That's a good one.
she coughing like. Have you ever got them smelled that goddamn snitch from a woman, stench, a smell from a woman that knows smells like she want to be fucked? It smells like hot pussy juice and a
Oh,
mixture
Lord.
of goddamn
Oh, yeah.
cheap perfume and shit.
Yeah.
I smelled
Yeah.
it everywhere.
You smell
I
that?
smelled that today, not with you fellas. I
Thank
smelled
you
it
for
today.
clearing that up.
Good.
Absolutely not. God damn it. Absolutely not.
That was not what I was shooting for when I took this shower. It was not. I do not.
Al, that sounds like a.
But you know what that is, though.
That sounds like a
smell, though,
dream.
It's like
Pheromones,
You
bro.
see a
Yeah.
It feels. He smells like he's ready to fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got. Them came.
Where did you
across.
smell that? At the liquor store?
I smelled that before I get here. There's two other women in
Bus
here. nigga. I
drivers?
don't know whether they got
Okay.
drawers on.
Now you're on your own. Now you are on your own.
All right, man. Look, let's get
I
the show
have not-
started, man.
Yeah. I have
Al tried to start a
Al
side show
smelled that shit on Figaro and 67th, nigga.
on his bus pass.
Strawberry Hill.
All right, look, man. So we got some good, funny guys in the house tonight, man. We're going to talk about some things. There's a lot of shit happening today in the world, so we're going to talk about some trending items, and also we're going to press the line on things that happen in the universe.
Absolutely.
All right, first things first, y'all. Did y'all hear that the Miss America pageant no longer judges swimsuits? Swimsuits are taken out of the game of the Miss America pageant. And I have a problem with this, and I will tell you guys why. First things first, I think that a woman is God's greatest creation. I am talking about finer, better than the mountains, than the stars, than the shining lights of the LA night. Whatever you can choose, man.
All that shit.
Nothing is better than God's greatest creation, which is a woman. So why in the fuck would we devalue God's greatest creation and not even show the beauty of a woman like it's some type of pain or some type of like cancer, man? It's
What did
okay
they
to be
replace it
beautiful,
with?
and it's okay to say who is the most beautifulest.
I'll tell you why they're doing that shit. Because in a couple of years, Miss America gonna be a former person with nuts. So they trying to take away the
They already
swimsuit
did
part.
that with
They're gonna have Miss America in basketball shorts in 2
Wow.
years.
So you're saying with the transgender joint, they're going to start.
Within the first 5 years, I
It's
looking at him, you kind of just see it coming.
Right.
It's the setup.
Because they play chess first. Like, we're going to take away, we're not going to just come out with a lady dude and no bikinis. We're going to take these bikinis away first. Get you motherfuckers conditioned to looking at a woman.
What did they replace it with?
Well,
A
nothing
dress.
yet.
Not yet.
Something
Not
that
yet, but
somebody can hide some nuts under is what they're going to replace
Well,
it with.
look, first things first is this is the first time that the people judging are all and managing and producing the show and everything are all women. So they are now saying
Me too shit.
with their sedity selves that, God damn it, fuck your beauty.
Okay.
What do you think about that, Mr. Jeff?
It's is just another, except this one is underhanded, attack on masculinity. This is an attack on masculinity. What do men like to see? Women.
Booty.
No, we're being objectified. No one objectifies women like other fucking women. Think about this. How much shit do women wear that we say we ain't thinking about that shit?
Most of
it.
All your items.
Most of it. You don't get dressed up for us. You get dressed up for each other. And we just happen to catch the fallout of what you like wearing for each other. So this is about, again, putting masculinity in this tinier and tinier and tinier box.
Man, masculinity, Jeff, but I agree with every word, but I would say heterosexual. The heterosexual male.
What the hell is that, nigga?
A heterosexual man is a man who, the motherfucker that like what he's supposed to like. Heterosexuality, a heterosexual man who like women. I believe that we are under attack.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, the heterosexual alpha male is under attack. So much so, there's certain little buzzwords that sneak through, like the concept of sexual preference.
Ooh, speak on it.
Let's define preference for a second.
Okay.
I've done edibles, but I prefer weed. Okay. I smoked a joint earlier. I'm gonna put your business out there. Some good shit.
That's good.
I smoked a joint with Dewan earlier, but I prefer a bong.
Exactly.
Okay? Prefer implies that you do both.
Right.
So I don't prefer women, nigga. Women are my proclivity. They are not my preference.
That's what I do.
That's what I do. It's not like, well, there are no women here. All right, well, Steve, come on. So let's get that out the way.
Exactly. That's beautiful, baby.
And like we gotta know, Nene Fuller said dozens of years ago, 20, 30 years ago, that you're going to start seeing more sexual confusion as time goes along.
Absolutely, sure did.
And that's what we have. Like, they have this new thing, pansexual, some shit I heard about.
Right.
What the hell
They
is
said that new Star Wars movie, they said Lindo was pansexual, and that's basically
What he
you
fuck-
fuck anything
he fuck
you want to
pans
fuck.
and
Yeah.
Well, to me, the way I say it, look,
That nigga
man,
fuck skillets and shit? What are you talking about?
but my thing is this.
Oh, shit.
Why does it matter who the fuck a person fuck unless you fucking them? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Right.
They want to go ahead and say, I don't care what your title is or who you fuck. You know what I mean? Straight people don't talk about who we fuck. It's just, gentlemen have a code. You know what I mean? You know, when you're young, you talk a little bit, but as you get a little bit older, you don't really talk about your business like that.
I'm
man.
so I don't to do that.
I don't want to go around and find out who grinded who organs. I don't care who on the Hershey Highway.
Hey.
I don't care
really
what.
don't give a fuck.
But we
Exactly.
seeing this shit happen right now.
Yeah.
And like we said on the attack on alpha male masculinity. That's what it is. Because we got to get back to one thing. We have to remember one thing. This is how you guys you check what you're seeing against information, against nature. We have to understand men became attracted to physical beauty because this physical beauty implied the ability to create healthy babies.
Right.
Women are attracted to men that can acquire resources.
Like, I like your forehead.
Yeah. Like, I like your hips because that hip and shit, they got that pyramid shape, make you want to
Right.
And for women, they're attracted to a man that can require resources. In 2018, that's money. 1,000 years ago, it was land. It was in different cultures, it's different things.
It was hunt. The ability
So
to hunt. Right.
that's how we evolved as a species to still be a species on Earth.
Yeah.
You know, it's millions of species that died off. You know what I mean? Because they didn't get it.
Yeah.
We still here because nature got it right on something. You know what I mean? So we have to remember that.
Man, that's real special, man.
I don't know about that. I agree with a lot of things that you said, but organism, man, here, maybe we just doing our time here. 90% of the organisms that have been here they
are
gone
gone
and died off, man.
And they start fucking up.
Look at it like this here.
What are you talking about? Like the cuckoo bird, nigga, or some shit?
No, he's
Let me
talking
explain
from
this to your motherfucking ass.
microorganisms.
Your body temperature is 98.6 degrees. Nigga, if you ease 7 degrees before that, your ass is gone. Now, if you look at a 98.6, it's hot today. It's 98 degrees. But there is a temperature where humans cannot survive here, bruh. If it get to be 150, 160 in this motherfucker,
You can't do it.
We cannot be here. So we don't know where this planet is spinning.
Well, what the fuck?
Into this darkness. It's just hauling ass in darkness. It never goes, it never comes back. It's just hauling ass in space. So what makes us think that just because we think the way we think that we are special, more special than the dinosaurs or anything else that fell off on this motherfucker is pretty much what I'm saying.
Nobody think we more special than the motherfuckers. We just dealing with 2018, trying to say these motherfuckers is taking bikinis out of goddamn Miss America pageants. And then a couple years ago, they took the Sports Illustrated. A swimsuit edition.
Dude, why are we taking away? Why are we shaming?
We like looking at
why
women.
Are we shaming
That's
beauty,
nature.
dude? Beauty is a beauty is a real thing, man. Beauty is something that's not to be ignored.
There is an
and look, man, it should be admired.
That's why I asked what was it replaced with, because a goddamn woman can walk up there with a goddamn fucking business suit on and dance and do all type of shit, shake her booty the same goddamn way, and I'll be attracted to that. I ain't gotta look at no bitch naked and no goddamn fucking G-string or no goddamn bathing suit. What was it replaced with?
Look, they're taking away all judgment of outer beauty, bro. Whether it's a fucking business suit or not.
Well, that's what happens when you goddamn integrate with motherfuckers and they keep making the goddamn fucking. They make the rules. They keep making the fucking rules for you too. We can get that to make the.
Hey, get this nigga a joint.
Yeah, man. God damn, man.
Jeff understand. Jeff know what I'm saying?
Hippity hop, mob stop. Let's understand something.
Yes.
Now, and I'm about to go like I did last week.
I love it.
Okay.
Let's go, man. Take
All
us
right.
there.
Does anybody remember this song, The Age of Aquarius?
This is the age of Aquarius.
That song. Mm-hmm. What it was referring to is when you look at the zodiac, if I'm not mistaken, and somebody call in if I'm wrong, but every 2,000 years
it's another
age.
Yeah.
We are now going into the age of Aquarius. Yeah. In the age of Pisces, which is what we were earlier in.
Okay.
The man ruled. Before that, there were matriarchal societies where women ruled, but men were not subservient to the women. It's just that shit and decisions were made by females. Mm-hmm. The problem with it is
like when you take out that trash, nigga.
When you no, see that's disrespect. That's some other shit. Mm-hmm. No, okay. The problem is when you get to the edge of an age change, you get this fucking hard pendulum swing. You get this. We at the end of men ruling and men treating women for years. You've been treating us like so now, motherfucker. So we're right there. The pendulum is swinging too hard the other way.
You right there. Okay,
it's got to mellow out. I'm not upset with women running shit. I'm not. I don't mind this new place that women are coming to. I don't have a problem with the Me Too movement. If you are fucking guilty of this shit, but this going retro for this motherfucker and retro for that one, let's just go backwards and get everybody.
But
if that's what you're gonna do.
But there's something in that for everybody, because I feel exactly what you said about women. But as a black man or a black person, you feel like the pendulum is swinging.
It's swinging back the other way.
For us to do that. So women and everybody else, they all own that, man. But, you got to look at where you at. And as a black man, and with my people, when you learn about some of the type of shit, it's like, God, when is it going to be my turn?
Well, the problem is black people are unfit for the age.
And they're
we are unfit, meaning... this change and why everybody's going to watch what happens to Latino people as shit changes. They're going to be fine. Asians, fine. The two groups of motherfuckers who are going to suffer the most are poor black people and poor white people. They are going to fucking suffer because they are not fit. Niggas ain't ready for the collapse of the dollar. Niggas ain't ready for a plague. Niggas ain't ready for none of this shit.
Nah,
niggas always
prepared,
talking this, like Killer Mike said. Niggas always talking this revolution shit. Don't grow their own
Ain't
food.
got no-
Can't
right.
hunt. Can't fix a fucking flat.
Nothing.
And you're not
They
ready.
ain't got to goddamn shoot you, nigga. They shut the electricity off in your neighborhood for 30 days.
You niggas would be savages. You niggas would be savages. Which, by the way,
Using your lighter and shit.
we gonna treat you motherfuckers like savages.
Mm-hmm.
So when you act like savages, we can treat you like savages. That's on some whole public shit that actually is tied into the overturn of female energy.
Exactly.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
All right. I'm moving on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah,
I
let's
had something to
move
say, but we'll move on from that.
Man, you go over a deep ass goddamn subject like that up and then just leave. Okay, go ahead.
Man,
I can't
this
wait
brother's
till the
deep,
next-
man, all night, man. We got this
What was
shit.
it? Everything. Everybody up here deep. But he just, okay, go ahead. This nigga just made my dick up with what he said before. Now you want to go somewhere else. Go ahead, Mike.
This
Al,
nigga.
I have to stop the show.
Why are you so aggressive, man? Al, why
I'm gonna have
don't
to
you
back up.
smile, man?
Mike,
Have you not listened to the new Kanye
I
album?
understand
Man?
this is my-
Smile,
Look how
motherfucker.
beautiful I am.
Mike,
Smile.
Look at freedom in the universe.
Look at me.
I understand that this is Mike Robertson Boulevard, and I am in total respect, and I'm happy you invited me here, but we're going to have to go back about 2 minutes and 10 seconds.
Yeah, I think I
when
did.
Al
I think I
Tudor
know what you're
said
gonna say.
something I said made his dick.
Yeah.
May I never
tried-
say that shit again.
I tried to gloss over it.
No, we're not going to gloss over
I
that
tried to
shit.
gloss over it, but I heard it. I heard it.
Nigga,
Jeff,
when you
I heard it with my own
doing
2 ears.
something to make my goddamn
Oh,
people
nigga, I have
better,
never
white
said that
people,
to another
it ain't-
man.
Yeah.
It's not in a sexuality way at
I
all.
understand
When you talk
that.
about your
I
dick hard,
understand.
that's
I
only
hate that you
sexual.
niggas took that way, nigga.
Dr.
I
There's
Toomer.
only one way to take
black
it.
men-
Dr. Toomer.
There's
You
only
know I
one way to
love you.
take it.
Nigga,
No,
when any motherfucker is talking about goddamn us getting out from under this ironclad fist,
And it makes your dick hard?
yes,
That's a problem.
I understand what he's saying.
a problem to
Nigga,
you.
I
I
wanna
understand what
I
he's
wanna hear
saying.
I
only
understand what you're getting at.
I understand what you're getting
problem to
at. I
you.
just wish you'd
I
take
understand.
another road.
You can use whatever analogy you want to use.
That brings me to
But
my next
whenever
item.
I'm talking about my people.
That brings me
getting
to
out
my
from
next
under
item.
this shit, what it make you feel better if I say, well, I want to go fuck the shit out of my woman right now because of what you just said?
No.
That would be a
absolutely not.
little
My
better.
dick got her.
That would be a little better. That would be an improvement.
Where the fuck are we right
There's
now?
a
Hey,
little
man.
middle dick right
Oh,
there.
all right.
And there's a tall dick right here.
Look, you don't have to spit
What
on
makes
me.
you motherfuckers think that I was talking about my dick getting hard? Man, what's wrong with you, nigga?
You said it.
Yes, I said it. And I hope the
How
public
much time
understands
do we
what I
have?
was
All right,
trying
look.
to say.
Next item. Next item.
Jesus Christ.
In
We
the
doing 2
same
hours or one?
in the same spirit here.
Okay, yeah, we need to get
In the same spirit, Kanye West has a lyric on his new album that says, "You want me to be working on my messaging when I'm thinking like George Jetson, but I sound like George Jefferson." I think that's what it is right there, Al.
Okay.
You were thinking interplanetary with your thoughts, but the shit you said was kind of...
No, we're moving on up.
It was kind of, man. When you talk about dick hard with 3 niggas,
Okay.
I've never
All
done
right,
that
can we
before.
not go down
All
that
man.
road anymore?
All right, let's go.
What's the next subject?
All right, next subject. This item was trending today. It was very popular. These things come out of nowhere. I don't know why, but stupid questions for aliens.
Okay.
That's the hashtag.
Sure. Okay.
Stupid questions for aliens.
Let's get to it.
Let's throw out a couple.
Let's throw them out.
Okay. First thing I asked Alien is who them 2 chicks on the goddamn moon that crashed? When that happened? Cause I want y'all to Google it. Black women on the moon. You'll see a crashed spaceship. These women look been there for a long time.
No shit.
It just Google the images. Black women on the moon. You'll see a crashed spaceship that's up there that that's up there. But a lot of the shit gets scrubbed. I think it's like 2 images left, and you'll see it. I would for real ask an alien when the fuck that happened.
They were having answers. What do you say, Jeff?
A question 2 questions I'd ask?
Any amount.
Any question? Okay. What's taking so long for you to reveal yourselves? 2, Why are you? Well, no, that's too deep a question. What else would I ask an alien? Shit, that's.
Do we really come from Sirius B? I would ask him that. That's what the Dogon say.
There you go.
Nigga, what's your skin made out of, motherfucker? That shit looks shiny.
That shit look like a goddamn.
That's the first thing I would do.
What's that smell? Goddamn! Oh Lord!
Hey, do you have two dicks? Like, can y'all fuck twice?
What would you say, Al? Would you ask one of these guys?
First of all, you have some of the most esoteric, eclectic ass questions to ask a motherfucker.
Right. Al is like, nigga, y'all get to ask an alien some shit.
Question. It'd be a question I'm asking you, nigga. Why you came in short pants and no hat tonight, nigga? You showed up on my show with a goddamn hat on. That motherfucking night. I can't think about what the fuck I would ask an alien because
are they real?
Okay,
let's talk about this. Are they real?
The alien is something that is foreign to whatever.
Are they real?
So I can leave here and go a block down, and I'm for what is an alien? What is your definition of an alien? Before I can answer that,
I think what he's getting at is an extraterrestrial being.
Yes, man.
Something obviously
coming from another planet.
Not from this section of the Alpha Centauri quadrant.
Do you believe, Dewan?
Well, okay, no. What did you ask?
I didn't ask them shit. They asked me questions.
What did they say?
Really?
What did they say?
Now we getting somewhere.
Yeah.
I said, why your gum so black?
They didn't say none of that. Like, why you ain't killing all the stupid nigga, why you ain't ruling the world is what the fuck they asked.
That's a good question.
All right, what
I
else,
can see them
man?
asking that.
Al, what did they look like? Did you see them?
To help you?
Could you see them?
Yes, they look just like you niggas.
Really?
They look just like me.
I was about to say, yeah.
Damn.
When you talk about an alien, man, you're only talking about a mindset. You're not talking about what people look like. You see aliens every motherfucking day.
So, yeah. I was going to talk about alien. Hell yeah, I believe aliens exist. Because think about this planet we on right now. You got roaches, you got kangaroos, you got camels, you got dolphins, you got all kind of shit. And that's just on this planet. You got plant life.
Okay.
You have all kinds of various forms of life.
Okay.
And so when you think about that, expand that to the universe, think about it has to be all kinds of other life out there. Do I believe they communicate? Yeah, I believe they communicate. Have I ever seen one? Have I ever talked to a goddamn alien like that? Nah, but I heard an interview with George Clinton said he talked to an alien before he heard the Mothership and Make My Funk the P-Funk, my favorite song. And he said a goddamn alien inspired that. So I believe him.
Goddamn.
An alien is only something foreign to you, man.
Okay.
That could be a different
We
language.
using the English definition
wait.
of a word.
Al. We cannot or I can't tell you what you can't do. I can tell you what you are doing. You are locking into a particular definition of a word purely from a contrarian standpoint. There is if alien is fucking with you here, how do you deal with the words plane, door, envelope, gate, force? All of those have different meanings.
Answer your own question, nigga.
They all
On a plane or my flying plane?
To answer your
Or
own
is it
question.
plane?
How many other languages do you speak?
How many? Just two.
That's
I mean,
it. Maybe
I only
that's
speak
English, Spanish, or whatever.
What are those?
Yeah.
If your ass is not bilingual, then you a damn fool, man, to goddamn sit up there and say anything about what. But do you get what? Like I say, it's coming from the brain to the head. For what you just came at me with, and I never would have thought you would have came at me like that, man. It's like your language. It's what you speak. And if you are not bilingual.
Okay. Okay.
Who the fuck are you to say, man, we talking about the word alien. What are we talking about? Some Star Trek shit? Some shit you see in space?
I thought I cleared that up outside of the word
not
alien.
Me.
Extraterrestrial.
Not me.
Okay, let me take a stab at
Have
it.
you ever seen that?
I thought I
Or
said
you
I
talking,
thought you said extraterrestrial.
But are you talking about, have you ever seen that?
Have I ever said?
And if we're sitting up there talking about some shit, I can come up with a lot of fantasy shit that I've never seen before. Have you ever seen
That's what we doing, man. That's all we doing, dog.
Here's what I've seen.
Hey, that's all
Here's
we
what
doing,
I've seen.
though. That's all we doing, dog.
I saw this once. I was coming back from this gig in Barstow. Me and my boy was in this. I just rebuilt this motor, and I was like, okay, it's past the break-in point. We're going to see what this sumbitch do. It's a 71Z. We rolling. Good 135.
Damn.
Something, and on this road, ain't no, it's like a 2-lane road, like lights every now and then. Something dips out of the clouds, a light, and took off on this, like it kept up with the car. It was almost like the light was looking at us. And then it shot off across the car out that way.
Damn.
Dude, I used to work on flight control systems for helicopters in the Marines. I have cleaned up on crashes. I went to school for avionics. I am telling you, no craft that is presently known could move like that. And my boy saw the same shit, and this was before I started smoking.
Oh, somebody was with you?
Yeah. Me and my boy Manny. Shout out to Manny D.
Damn.
We saw this shit. We was like, nigga, did you... I saw that. Did you see that shit? What the fuck was that?
I've seen things like that. But I could give you some personal shit, man. And like, I wouldn't call it alien. They would say it's what that other shit, man. But I
extraterrestrial.
No,
E.T.?
No.
Unidentified flying object.
Nah, it's just
Ghost,
shit, man.
nigga? What we talking about?
Okay, y'all can come up with what y'all want to say when I tell you this story. I was doing a show, this about 10, 15 years ago, back over in St. Louis. Me, Cedric Entertainer, Tommy Davis was on this show. And
shameless plug.
Thing. Man, but this ain't got nothing to do with the show. This is we leaving the club.
Okay.
Walking to the limo. Jeff, you know how we do that. We
Yeah.
go to the limo. All of it's just these two old black people. So they look like this thing. Look, just two old black people standing there. And they goddamn fucking said, "Are you blessed?" And I said, "Yeah." And they didn't say nothing. The goddamn fucking Tommy, they didn't say nothing. But they just said something to me. I'm drunk in the motherfucker. I'm high in the motherfucker. But they grabbed my hand, man. But I swear to God, within a second, it's like Mike, give me a handshake. I walked to get in the goddamn car. When I turned back and looked around, them motherfuckers was gone.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah, sure. I've seen experiences like that.
Sure.
Definitely.
I've seen, yes.
Those are ghosts.
I've seen apparitions.
In my opinion.
I'm telling you
I've seen angels.
It would sound like that. I'm saying, man, it's like I'm looking at you motherfuckers now, and I look over here and come back, and you niggas gone. And like, I've experienced that.
That sounds like a ghost.
Monterey. I did this in Monterey. I used to do this club up there all the time. And on Sundays, they had, I don't know who the fuck was working in the kitchen in this Denny's in Monterey on Abrego Street, for those of you who know Monterey. God damn, great food. So I go in, and the hostess is taking me to my seat, and I see these two sisters sitting here, and there was like a halo that I could see.
Damn.
And everybody else was just eating. I'm like, y'all can't see this. And I walked up and I said, "Excuse me, ladies." And they said, "Yes." I said, "I know what you are, and thank you." Nigga, you know what they said? "You're welcome."
Exactly.
So I'm like, I don't know why you're here.
Yeah.
Yes, I've had some of that shit.
I don't call it alien.
And this is all pre-weed.
Yes.
And like one thing I want to point out, because like black people, that's the majority of our viewers. We sometimes get spooked when these conversations come up, because we're so indoctrinated into religion that we're taught that these things don't exist. And
like it's
one thing about us, when you get
slaves,
when you get deeper into
slaves,
when you get deeper into our history as a people, there's not only an earthly history to us, there's a cosmological history to us. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, if go take a physical, they say what? You low on iron. You need, the same stuff that's in stardust, the same stuff that's in comets is in our bodies. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And when you go back to our Egyptian brothers and sisters from back in the past, they pyramids built by the Dogon, whom they say they took credit for that, the science behind it.
Right.
And what do the Dogon say? The Dogon say we come from Sirius B. We're people of another dimension that we come here. And there are a lot of different faiths around and religions, not religions, but spiritual systems around the world that have variations of the same type stories. I'm saying that all that to say is it's more than what we see in front of us. It's more than what we hear. It's a lot of this shit out there. So if you seen some shit, like call us in, like talk to people about it, because if you seen it, you done seen it.
323-293-3375.
Channel 9 goddamn, but Channel 9 goddamn news ain't gonna come to your house saying, "Did you see that spaceship?" That ain't happening. You just got no.
They shit fucking like 6 months ago. They couldn't explain some shit. They said, I still got that shit on my phone. That shit, it had to be around.
You mean like when a sky kind of opened up?
They talking about
and that
rocket.
blue.
Yeah, they talking about.
I saw that shit. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was like some hole opened up in the sky.
Yeah, but right, it's straight out that way.
Yeah,
and they talking about it's a missile taking over. Why? Any missile I've ever saw took off from the ground. What is this shit doing up here in this sky?
Yeah,
doing what the fuck it's doing.
Well, I think this, dude, because if you think about why we're here scientifically,
nobody knows.
The distance between this planet and the sun and the amount of exact distance and size and moisture is the thing combined with all of the elements that provided this life that we know as life,
exactly,
right? On this planet. So when you think about the infinite amount of stars out there, which each one is a sun, and when you say infinite, the
more
trillions
stars
and
than
trillions
sand.
and trillions and billions, exactly. More stars than sand. There has to be another star out there that has another planet that resembles our size and resembles the distance that it is from the sun, man, which would tell you and give you the same type of life that we know.
The way I look at it is our galaxy, all these little planets in our goddamn galaxy, Saturn and Earth and all that type of shit, man. This shit is hauling ass through dark ass space that it will never see again. It's every day, right now, this second, it's going through some shit that has never been before. What the fuck is behind this?
Time doesn't exist. That's the biggest fallacy that exists in all of our lives. There's no such thing as time.
Exactly.
Yeah, it keeps moving on. Like the universe keeps expanding. You know what I mean? And this is something that is very interesting to study. Like when another person, a good one to study is Pharaoh Shabaka's 25th Dynasty Shabaka stone. They talk about the history of who we are. It's a stone that was done in the 25th Dynasty in the Kemetic period. It's about 600 BC, sometime around that time. And he said. You can look up. There's the whole lecture on this by Dr. Kaba from the Hidden Color series, and they talk about how more time has passed from the time the information had come out to the time he had written on the stone about 3,000 years ago. Between then and now, and so going back to what Jeff was talking about earlier about us being in the age of Aquarius, what is the age? Well, basically, when the Earth rotates, the Earth also has a wobble to it.
Right.
And every 2160 years, the wobble tilts into a different direction to an astrological sign. So now it's pointing from Pisces towards the Aquarius constellation. And with that comes in a change in mood, change in vibration. You know how shit was in 2005. Wasn't nobody conscious about black shit.
No.
Think about where we were in 2009. We was partying. We was having a good time.
Absolutely.
We don't want to hear shit about no economy.
2009, nigga.
Man, 2000.
I owe all you an apology. Hold that thought. I'm 53.
Think about where you were.
When I was, we are in this place as black people because of the party we had after Dr. King died. After Dr. King died, we had a fucking wait that lasted 30 years.
We won.
And we did like we won some shit. So that part of that was me. I graduated from high school in 1983. 1984, I wasn't marching for shit, nigga. I was in a club. I was at the Bit and Apple, nigga. I was at Roscoe.
Yeah, at the Bit and Apple,
nigga. I wasn't. So, and I was there with a bunch of other niggas that wasn't marching either.
Yeah.
So, not that marching is the answer. So that's just kind of the cosign what you're saying about.
It's just been a change, and as people, we gotta we can't wait for the news to tell us. We got to see this shit.
Thank you.
Like, it's just a different vibration right now. And and that's what the whole 2012 thing was about, the Mayan calendar, which goes back to the Aztecs.
It was not about the end of an it was about the end of an age.
Era. It was the end of an age into a new era, and we see it all around us. So I say, look, man, like what Jeff was saying, prepare ourselves. And let's, it's a new age. We can't try to fight shit. It's a new day.
Absolutely.
Women are taking leadership, and that's a good thing because, like Dr. Ben said, when we did have our minds right in Kemet, you couldn't have a god without a goddess.
No.
We over these last few hundred years, we got it wrong. So shit's getting back right. It's getting back good.
As we sit here in Morris Media Live Studios, which is owned by a woman.
It's getting back right because women are goddamn fucking getting...
Shit got to get fucked up before it get right again. Before you clean your house...
If a goddamn woman goddamn understood her goddamn place, they never would be out of goddamn place. They're the most precious goddamn thing.
They learning it now.
But they should...
Actually, they're not.
No, they're going in another direction.
They have been following our goddamn lead. That's why they fucked up.
Absolutely.
But if they natural goddamn mindset.
But if for whatever reason it was gone.
Here's what I think is so foul about the concept of a woman needs to know her place. It's the thinking of the woman about the term place. That's the only foul thing because your place is queen.
Yeah.
If your place is queen, that means by
you're not
default,
mad at it,
you're not doing no commoner shit.
Yeah.
You're not doing commoner shit.
Yeah.
My wife knows her place.
Right.
That place is queen. So there's certain shit Mrs. Brown don't do. Now, how did Mrs. Brown get to be Mrs. Brown? I don't quote the Bible often, because, but it says, "He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing."
Hallelujah.
So what this means is that if I'm going to find a wife, it didn't say he that findeth a girlfriend and makes her a wife findeth a good thing. It means you have to be a wife when I find you.
Yeah.
Not this part, not this, the matrimony part. You have to
Preach,
be a
Mr. Brown.
wife when I show up.
Yeah.
If you're a girlfriend when I show up, if I'm willing to grow with you to become husband and wife in our mindset, not in our, did we jump the broom, did we pay a bunch of money.
Exactly.
Did we spend all that goddamn money on a ring?
Spend all this fucking money on a ring, which is the dumbest shit, by the way.
Never.
Do you understand? Diamonds are fucking worthless.
They're
They
rocks.
are worthless. They have no intrinsic value.
Man, it's the
De Beers
symbol of it,
people
man. What are you talking about?
Playing you. They are playing you. They playing white people too, but that's not my concern. Black people, you are being played when you buy diamonds. They're not worth shit. Buy gold.
It's cold.
It's a fucking piece of gold. It's a lump of gold. The diamonds that are the most valuable are the industrial ones because
The
they
white
use them to
diamonds.
cut shit open.
Yeah.
No, the fucking cloudy ass.
there's the cloudy ones. Those are the ones that work the most. Not the refined
Not
ones.
that
Most
fucking
of that money goes to the
refined
jury. The
Oh,
jeweler.
the bruh. The biggest pimp game in the world. So I'm sorry.
All right,
to
look.
get off of- yeah.
Another subject.
Yes,
another
sir.
subject. So this little guy, Mr. Jaden Smith, you guys know who that is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Will Smith's son. He had a little video that came out that has some very interesting take on some things, right?
I didn't see it.
Basically, what he said is that school system is setting you up to be ready for prison.
That's true. That's true.
And then he talked about the correlations, right? Whereas the bells ring, it tells you where to go, what to stop doing, what to start doing at a school. Sets you up the same way in prison. Same thing. Saying that there are rules that you have to abide by, right? That keep you in order while you're there. Same thing that you got to do in prison. And he listed up this whole list of things that said that school is setting you up for your stay in prison.
I'm glad a famous person said it because I've been saying this shit for years, being a person that worked directly in school for the last 10 years. Let me tell y'all something. This is for you parents out there who have schools, children, especially in the ghetto. Collison Elementary, right around the corner from here.
Oh, we got a call.
There's another school, Highland Elementary in Inglewood. These elementary schools have white lines. And when the kids are on the yard, when the bell rings, they have to go to the white line.
Oh, yeah.
And they have to walk the white line back to class.
Oh, yes.
If they deviate from the white line, they get a punishment.
Yeah, it's trouble.
Setting the kids up in the kindergarten.
Exactly.
For prison.
Man, that's exactly right. Hey, we got a caller. Caller, what's happening?
What it do? This Darnell out that Tuscaloosa area.
What's up, Darnell,
out
man?
that Tuscaloosa area.
Where
What's
you
going
been,
on, brother?
dog? We ain't heard from you in a long time, man.
Salute, Uncle Jeff.
Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah, Darnell's man.
Yeah. What's popping, Darnell, man? What's on your mind?
What's up, Mike? What's the topic for the night?
Well, we're talking about correlations between school and prisons right now.
Between schools and prisons?
Yep. Got any thoughts on that? Anything?
Well, school definitely better than prison.
He said it's
Okay,
better.
well, school is better than prison. I'll give you that. Nobody's waiting to rape you
there
in
was
the
a
shower.
video from Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son, that talked about the correlations. Same shit as people do in school, and they expect this of us in school. They also expect of, or they use to help imprisonate our folks. What do you think about that?
Nah, I think that's bullshit. I'm gonna tell you something. Most great people is considered crazy or some type of shit like that. Like,
right?
You can't be intelligent. People don't understand intelligent people. That's why intelligent people is something like an alien or some shit like that, what y'all was just talking about, because people don't understand it, so they fear it.
Okay.
So most intelligent people go against the grain anyway. School help intelligent people, but they on a whole another level because they mostly here for their purpose. So who is somebody else to tell somebody else what their purpose is? Only the person that's doing the purpose know. So you can't tell people like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. You should go to school. You don't know what a person should be doing, so people just need to mind their business, man. I'm telling you.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. I just don't know if that puzzle piece fits this puzzle. What he said made
You're right.
sense.
No, it did, yeah.
But
in a different context.
In a different context. I think what Jaden is getting at is the behavior models, the procedure models of elementary schools are set up identically to the procedure models and the process models of prison life. And the correlations he made, they made a lot of sense. But I'm kind of with you on how much of this is about training humans for prison as opposed to how much of this is about training humans, period.
Right, but Uncle Jeff,
yes, sir.
Is chemistry, is that learning how to chemistry of stuff, is that teaching you how to go to prison? Like, that don't make sense.
No.
No, not that part.
Not the knowledge acquired.
Yeah, not the curriculum.
Knowledge acquired, not the curriculum.
Well,
the behavior model. Everybody stand on this line.
Yeah.
Everybody respond to this bell.
Jeff, let me say,
even the way you collect food.
It ain't just about prison, man. It's bruh, you know.
Hold on, both of you going. Hold on, caller. Go ahead, go down.
You know how many training camps, I think concentration camps they done built to put motherfuckers in, man?
Oh yeah, bruh.
Rex
Look at
84.
Ladies and gentlemen, you really need to pay attention to the empty buildings with no purpose in your area.
Yeah.
Ooh, tell us
Rex
about
84
it.
camps in the middle of Chicago.
Tell us about it.
Right now, this is just suspect to me. I live in Pasadena, in the Altadena area. There is a Ralph's food store that was just fine, profitable Ralph's food store that was closed and gated off. And on the same property, right next to it, is an Aldi food store. On the same property. They didn't take over this building. They built another building next to a perfectly good building.
Profitable.
Who the fuck does that?
Yeah.
There was a Walmart, a profitable Walmart right in Altadena. They built it. It was only there for 2 years. They closed this Walmart down, and now it's nothing.
Yeah,
it's just sitting there, waiting
for
for what?
Exactly.
One thing, like if going back to what Jaden Smith said, I remember it's something I did a debate on back in college. I was just learning, finding out, what was going on with the prison. Do you know in California since 1971, every single dollar taken away from education, dollar for dollar, has gone into building prisons? Literally dollar for dollar. Every dollar that goes from school goes to prison.
You know why?
And so what they do, the schools have gotten defunded to the point to where they had to create the lottery in 1985 to help fund schools. And the lottery taxes were meant to supplement the school's income. It's down to the point to where now the lottery is the only thing paying for the schools because all the money that went to schools is going into building these.
And they're closing schools. Why?
And they're closing schools because they're privatizing it.
This is not.
But I just wanted to make one point before there. The point I wanted to make is being a person that works that's in schools 5 days a week, and as a psychologist, I'm not a psychologist, but I work in psychology. I know what it does to the mindset. I know what the whole function of school, from going in, ringing bells, like you said, what James Smith said, from the walking the white line to the lunch line, holding a tray, standing in line, getting what we get,
getting no
choice. And when it comes to the classrooms, children that are the most creative, children that think, children that ask questions, they're labeled under something called, in California, it's called other health impairments for mental health. Other health impairments can mean I got in a fight last week, and they're the ones that are a little bit aggressive, and they're taking these specifically black boys out, and they're putting them in these non-public, non-schools that do nothing but train these kids for prison. So this is an epidemic. As a black parent, no matter where you are in the country, you have to watch out for it.
Exactly.
Because there's a reason why. Because people just say all these kids are bad. You have to ask why. There's a reason why these kids aren't listening. They're not getting taught. Right. There's a reason why they're acting up. Because they're in a place that's not constructive. Their mind, when you're 7, 18 years old, your brain want to learn everything. Exactly. You want to know what everything is.
Right.
And you're getting put into an environment that's all purpose to modify your behavior. So parents, watch that video that Jay Smith put out. Pay attention to it. Because it's something that we have to watch. That's going on right now.
I don't have the name.
You should be able to just Google Jaden Smith.
Okay,
exactly.
Because I haven't seen the whole video, but from what I've heard about it,
the people were questioning goddamn Will, because that's Will Smith's son. They was questioning him about why he would even let him do this type of shit. But again, how old is this kid now?
No, he got free thinking.
20.
Yeah.
He actually just moved out of the house too. They said
Incredible.
I'm glad he's doing that, because as a person that's been doing this, because I'm a nobody. But I've been in this for all. I literally created a business to fix this problem, and I'm ringing the doorbells as someone in 20 different schools a week. I'm literally ringing the alarm bells. It's a problem going on, and ain't nobody listening. So if that's what it takes for this man, if it takes Will Smith to say it, listen to what he's saying, because your kids is dealing with this shit right now.
Exactly.
It's never going to be a good thing to let your oppressor teach your young.
Exactly.
Your oppressor should not be
exactly.
Yo, Darnell, you still there? What up?
Yeah, can I say something?
Yep.
I'm listening. I can't believe y'all comparing criminal behavior to students in school. Like, it's mind-boggling me.
I think you're missing the point.
Yeah, look, it's not the behavior or the education.
It doesn't matter where he is.
It's the giving you the simulation of the activities that you'll be doing in a prison, so that when you get there, you already know how to stand in line. You already know how to walk on the line. You already know to take whatever food we give you. You already know what the bells mean.
And on top of prison and or oppressive job.
Okay,
so that's why a lot of us get these shitty ass jobs.
Wait, say that again. Say that again.
You can say at a job they tell you what to do.
True.
Yes, it's training you for that too.
You gotta do this. You can't do this.
Exactly.
The military.
Everywhere you go.
Which is what
it's the same.
Yeah, it is the same.
It's the same thing, yes.
I'm going to take y'all back about 5 minutes ago when I said, is this more about training people for prison or training people, period?
It's training people
It's about training humans. It's about the concept that
of being led.
Okay, here's the same.
It's called order, Uncle Jeff. You gotta have order.
No. You have to have order, but there's a difference between
order and control.
No, there's a difference between feudal order. There's a difference between capitalist order, socialist order.
The thing is, a person, man, at some point when you come in this goddamn life, you got to realize that it ain't. It's what you see out there, and it's what's going on with you.
Yeah.
I go to the fucking beach, man, goddamn 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and cuss the waves out. Ain't nobody out there but me. I go do a whole lot of shit. And I got to realize
fish out there going, that nigga finna come.
Yeah, he back again.
But I'm just saying, man, you got to realize, fuck what somebody else telling you. I'm 49 years old now, man. I know what needs to be done. Ain't nobody got to tell me. Ain't nobody got to lead me. I ain't marching nowhere. It's what the fuck you do when ain't nobody paying attention to you. And if you ain't doing that, then shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at with it.
But yeah,
Jeff knows me, nigga. I disappeared from this shit, nigga. I'm supposed to be big time stuff, multi-million, nigga. I walked away from all that shit because I had no control over it. But
going back to what you said about control and tying in what you said about control and what Jeff has said about training, because prison is the worst case scenario. But really, what it's training you on how to behave in American society. America is still Britain's slaver colony. We're the most productive country in the world. We're the most overworked, overstressed. Americans are trained to work hard and get nothing in return. If you're not in prison, if you have a job, you work hard and you get nothing. You can't pass it down. You get nothing. Get your ass here on time. Go to lunch. Get your ass back on time.
Don't complain.
Okay.
Don't complain. You got a couple days on the weekend to go jack off and do the fuck you want to do. And bring your bitch ass back.
Exactly.
And that's what the school is training you for.
Yes. Well, no school train. That's what an Ivy League school is about.
But even them, Jeff, nobody has ever became a billionaire that got a goddamn degree. Most goddamn motherfuckers who became billionaires, they goddamn fucking either inherited that shit or they did what they wanted to do. You go back and test your history on motherfuckers who got degrees and see how many became millionaires or billionaires.
I hear what you're saying, but he about to go somewhere different. There's a different branch he about to go. He about to go a different branch.
Okay, my bad.
What I'm saying
you're right, though.
is when you look at Ivy League schools, and I got this from my sister-in-law who would just pimp some shit out and got her kids over into the La Cañada school system as opposed to the Pasadena school system. The Pasadena school system is creating the workers who will work for the people in the La Cañada school system. And when you start to look at school system to school system, this planning we are discussing is who planned for this group of people to control this group of people. And in that realm of control, it has nothing to do with these people up here. They created this shit. And when you start, this is what kills me with motherfuckers that say, you ain't shit if you didn't go vote today. Do you know why I didn't go vote today? Because the motherfuckers, when I vote, I'm just playing around with these motherfuckers in here. It ain't got shit to do.
Who I put in.
Bruh, it ain't shit to do with it.
And to tie it all in with where I was going to go with that, further on with the time with both of them, they were saying, on one level, at the end of the day, college don't teach you shit. College is nothing but the overgrown trade school. You know, you go to if you're gonna be a mechanic, you go to trade tech. If you're gonna be an engineer, you go to UCLA because it teaches you that trade. A degree is knowledge is 360. A degree is 1. And so going back to what Jeff was saying, like, as far as about Ivy League schools are the schools that train the people who are going to be running the world. And your Cal States and your UCs and your rest of the schools.
Yeah.
Because John Henry Clark had a quote. Harvard is a school that teaches white Protestant men how to rule the world.
Yes.
That's all Harvard is.
Now,
that's what the Ivy Leagues are.
And then, okay, hit me with your disagreement.
It's bullshit, man. College is whatever the fuck you make it, dude. You can go there. The fucking library is open to everybody. The internet is open to everybody. The professors are open to everybody to go in with your argument or your stance or your position on every single thing they do. College ain't about a job, man. That's the worst fucking thing you could say, dude. It's not about getting a job. It's about expanding your mind and learning more things about the world when you're of an age where you can suck in the most amount of information, dude. It's not about a fucking job.
Fantastic in a vacuum.
But
that's a great
Still, you're creating the opposite.
Wait.
It doesn't matter who's
entertain
teaching you.
Let's entertain that.
It does not.
Let's entertain that for a minute, Mike. So what you're telling me then?
Stupid.
So what you're telling me then is that if you get a degree from Pasadena City College,
okay,
and I have a degree from USC,
okay,
what you are telling me is that with your degree at this school, with less resources, less money,
less alumni,
less
connections,
less
everything.
connections,
Exactly,
is equivalent to this degree from one of the hardest schools in the nation to get in. Yes or no?
I'm not saying it's equivalent. I'm saying that if you're going to get yourself into the position where you're using your degree, whichever one you get for this thing that you're going to get, like this job, then yeah, one is more important. One has more leverage than another one. Yes.
Okay.
But you need not use it for that at all, is what I'm saying.
And I hear what you said, Mike. What I'm making is a different argument. What I'm saying is this. All I'm just talking about is a hierarchy of universities. When you go into an Ivy League...
Yeah, but you said the words, you don't learn shit.
No,
teach
you don't.
You shit.
You don't.
It's so ridiculous.
You really don't.
It's
Because
so
what I'm saying, when I say you don't learn shit is because when you in life, you need to learn. What you need to learn is how to acquire resources. That's how you're gonna live.
Right.
Okay. When you go to college, you're learning a trade.
Let me ask you
You're learning a specific
Okay. Oh, no.
trade.
Let's ask. Mike, did you go to college?
Yes.
Okay. What was your major?
Accounting.
What did you learn about nutrition?
I learned about
Not a
nutrition
goddamn
in
thing.
elementary school.
Okay.
No, we're talking about college.
This the plot thickens. What did you learn about nutrition in elementary school?
I learned about the 4 food groups.
Thank you. You learned about the 4 food groups. And what are they?
Motherfucker, you know what they are. Meat.
Dairy. Stop. So you were taught something that, and you're going to tell me right now, that you made the distinction that you did not learn this in higher education.
Because you said nutrition.
Yes.
Motherfucker, no. I learned nutrition throughout my whole life.
Exactly.
And I've learned more after college.
Okay.
So it wasn't about nutrition.
Here's my point.
I learned that I don't eat
about
salads.
nutrition. You learned about the 4 basic food groups.
In elementary school.
Which was
really a lie.
Are you aware that the 4 basic food groups are what are primarily responsible for diabetes, heart disease, and cancer?
It was a lie.
So then, how can you justify one of my favorite quotes is from Malcolm X. The worst thing for a black educated man is a European education.
Look, but you make it European. That's on you, bro.
No, you don't make it
European. That's on you, dog. That's on you.
Mike,
don't be a fool in the game, dude.
Mike,
if you're being a fool, dude, you're getting used,
Let me ask you
bro.
this. What is your definition
Lord.
What is your definition of curriculum?
Yeah, that's a great one.
A school sets up a curriculum, which is the...
What is yours?
Motherfucker, can I answer the question?
All right, go ahead.
God damn, Mr. Aggressive. Shit, motherfucker, that's your first mile in an hour, nigga.
Where do you watch this, nigga? I've been smiling the
yeah,
whole show.
nigga, shut the fuck up.
Curriculum.
All right, look. Curriculum is what the schools put forth as this sort of method that they want you to learn, and the items that they think are going to make you well-rounded. They build that shit together and call that shit a curriculum.
So curriculum is only, in your definition?
Of what a school...
Now, he didn't say school curriculum. He said
Mike don't have a curriculum.
Curriculum.
Well, I'll tell you
I don't have
what
one.
mine was.
Okay,
If I could set mine if I could set mine, every kid he's gonna graduate with a goddamn fucking, he's gonna be a mathematical scientist. He's goddamn fucking gonna be able to goddamn fucking speak every language there is known to man, and he's gonna know something about health. He can.
That's
be a
available in
doctor.
college right now.
Not available.
Bruh, but did we set that?
Not available. Required. Not available.
What do you mean required?
I mean required. I mean, in order to graduate, I want to answer that.
Go ahead.
In order to graduate, you must be
A mathematical.
Dude, you got to work harder to
You
go
must be
around
a
the bullshit they set up for you, dude.
motherfucker.
Okay.
And
You got to work
must
harder.
be
Mike,
a doctor.
Mike,
you must
thank
know
you so much
everything
for
about
helping
your
me
health.
make my point, but I got it. That's exactly right. What Al said is, if I made a curriculum, and let's take the word curriculum away from school, because it doesn't have anything to do with school. Curriculum is a particular set of things to be done protracted over a particular set of time. Tonight, we had a curriculum.
Okay,
Nigga, we gonna
fair.
smoke some weed, come in here, and talk some shit. That's the curriculum. Once you take curriculum out of school, now you can look at it this way and say, who made this curriculum
Yeah.
and why? Because if you made a curriculum for a society of free thinkers, you would make mathematicians. You would make free thinkers, but that's not what you make. There is so much shit that you need.
Yeah, because they don't have knowledge of self. They're under control, dude.
I had two things I want to say to tie it in as far as when I say college don't teach you shit. Well, this is what
I know we run out of time.
Hey, yeah, we about to run out of time. We'll make it real quick.
But this is what I meant when I said college teaches you. College
is a trade school. I have a degree. My degree is in communication studies. I am very goddamn good at rhetoric. I know how to break communication down. I know how to speak. I know how to break language down. I am fucking good at it because that's what I was trained to do. I don't know shit about engineering.
Yeah.
I don't know shit about being a priest. I don't know about being a doctor. I don't know how to change a
lie
plumb.
before, motherfucker.
What I'm saying is this. My college education gave me a degree of information. Not
the other 360
degrees in a circle. Knowledge is a circle.
Yeah.
I have
and it takes your whole life, dude. You can't expect...
I'm about to tie it in. What Western education is versus what education is. In Western education, we get a degree of information. Now, if we take it back to Nile Valley civilization, the people who built the pyramids, the minds that went into building the pyramids, those are built by the Masons and the priests. And what was a priest? A priest was someone who was educated. Why? Preschool back in Kemet was 40 years. You got taken at the age of 8. And you graduated, if you were lucky, by the age of 48. Because you had to become a master scientist, an astronomer, a doctor, a musician.
That's what I'm talking about.
A musician,
yes,
an artist.
What is the difference?
Well, no, here's the difference. Here's the difference. No, let me finish. Here's the difference. Math and science are together. We teach them separate, but they're the same thing.
They are the same thing.
Spirit and science and spirituality are the same thing.
Let me ask you this.
Before you get your education, you have to know all of the disciplines.
Look, let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this question.
Anything short of that, you have a sliver of knowledge.
Let me ask you this. How the fuck do you know this shit?
I read a whole lot.
Exactly, goddamn it.
And you know who told me?
Exactly, goddamn it.
I didn't learn none of this shit in school.
And you could have done that shit in school or out of school because that's who you
No. Wait. 1 second.
Bullshit. What did you get, an IV?
No.
And they just gave you that information? You seek that shit for yourself.
No. I'm about to answer. Let me answer Mike's question real clearly.
Y'all misusing this shit, man.
Mike, no interruption. Let me answer this real clear.
Motherfucker, y'all been interrupting me all night.
Let me enter this very clear.
You're literally interrupting me right now.
No, I'm saying let me answer you very clear. Because you asked me. When I was in college, I asked my anthropology professor what was going on in Kemet.
So what?
I want to know
the
more
motherfucker
about
might
what's
not
going
know.
on. They told me no.
He might not know.
You know, because what they do in
he's
college,
a loser. He's a dipshit. He don't know shit,
What
motherfucker.
they do is they take our information and colleges hide it. college libraries
Man,
where
that
they get
motherfucker,
information and
he's a
sit
lame
on it.
brain. He's a lame
learned
brain.
my
He's a
information
lame
on
brain
my
that you're
own.
learning from, bro.
Fuck college.
You can't expect.
I self-studied this.
That's right, because you got the discipline.
But it wasn't college. That's
Can
what
I
I'm saying.
have
College didn't
15
teach me this.
That
Can I
doesn't mean
have
that a
15
person.
uninterrupted
That
seconds?
doesn't mean a person in college can't get that in college, bro.
You're not going to
Mike,
get into college. They're going to take it
That's
on
I
the
think I got
Bullshit.
this.
That's
Mike,
such bullshit.
may I have 15 uninterrupted seconds?
Go ahead.
No, I'm just asking Mike.
get as much
This
as
is
you
Mike's
like.
show.
Much as you like.
Great. Okay, I'll take 30.
I mean, not as much as you like.
I'll take 30 seconds. 30 seconds. This man just explained to you the curriculum of an ancient priest.
That's fine.
You are comparing that directly to the curriculum of niggas that graduate now.
No, I'm not.
And
He
says-
is. I'm not.
Mike, I was asking for those 30 seconds
Oh,
to be
okay.
uninterrupted.
Okay. Okay, but just
You
get
are
it straight.
basically
But get
saying-
it straight because I'm not. I'm
Okay.
saying the opposite.
I got a lot of paint, Mike.
All right, go.
You are saying
Go.
that the curriculum of an ancient priest, the mandatory requirements of an ancient priest to study for 40 years
Right.
do not make a difference as opposed to
What the fuck?
4.
you are saying
Who said that?
this is about you did, and here's how you said it.
No, I didn't.
Here's how you said it.
Oh.
You need to go find that for yourself. That's not what they're saying to priests who start at 8. No, nigga, you ain't gonna find it for yourself. You're gonna find it in here for 40 fucking years before we give you your shit.
Your argument
What
only
you're
says that
saying-
college is too short. That's the only thing your argument is saying.
No,
right now.
no. My
the only
saying,
difference.
No, what I'm saying is that not only is college too short, college was designed to be too short.
That's right.
In order to keep people in a particular order. What you are saying is that I need to
Separated.
somehow honor a system that was set up to keep me fucking stupid.
You don't gotta honor it. You don't gotta give a fuck about it. You could hate it. You could disrespect it. You could burn the fucking
We
place
can do
down.
that, but how
I'm
do
not
we-
saying none of
What
that
is he saying?
shit,
Okay,
dude.
what are you saying?
I'm not saying
What
none
are
of
you
that.
saying then?
I'm saying like the design of it. You have allowed yourself to be trapped by the design of it instead of using it for what you need to use it for.
That's
what
not-
I'm
that's not
saying.
true.
A minute ago, because when I got there,
That's not true.
the word
It
curriculum,
is true. When you want to, when you
that
want to
makes- that makes
scrutinize,
sense.
when
No,
you
that
want to
makes a little
scrutinize the 4 years and the 40
I'm not-
years
I'm just saying
and all
what it is.
this
I'm not
shit,
scrutinizing it.
I'm just saying.
just like you.
Can I
asked
fucking
me.
finish, bro?
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
God damn, man. You're not the only person with some thoughts,
I
motherfucker.
ain't said shit in 10 minutes.
Oh, 10? Well, shit, you had the first 50, goddamn it.
I'm just asking you.
The point is this, bro. You have the fallacy in the shit, man. The falsehood in it is that you don't have the freedom and ability to make it whatever you want it to be. That's the trick in the game. Fucking getting in a line with the damn
Absolutely.
sheep and shit. That's the trick in the game. Don't be no fucking fool, dude. Use the time wisely to your advantage, and college can be whatever you want it to be. Now, are you going to compare what you learn in 4 years to somebody that does some shit for 40 years? Hell no. It ain't going to work. Let me say one thing. My pops used to say this shit to me. He used to say, look, you want to be able to shoot a bow and arrow? Take this goddamn bow and practice for 2 years with this shit. And then I'll give you the arrow. Some motherfuckers want to get the arrow and the bow and just try your first day, and you're going to get kind of good at the shit, but you're not going to get to mastery in the time they allow you. You got to go over and beyond, bro. So the falsehood in college is that you got to do the shit the way they say.
Okay, Mike.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I hear you.
Let me see this.
Apples and bowling
What are you
balls,
saying? Because
okay?
I'm missing what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm missing.
All I'm saying is, once you get through the whole 4-year situation, you have
what
a
I'm
sliver
saying
of
is,
knowledge.
man,
That's all I'm saying.
I don't.
You're not educated. You're trained
But
for
even
this.
if you don't go, you got a slither of knowledge, though.
Yeah, when we go, you have one more sliver.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
I didn't.
That's
So why
I
is it a
didn't
waste?
go, and I don't owe anybody $80,000.
So why is it a waste?
I didn't say it was a waste. I
the
said it's a
thing
tool.
is, there's nothing. There's
Oh,
no
well, it is a
university
tool.
that's
You
going
didn't say
ever.
tool, though, 'cause I
There's
would have
no
agreed with you.
goddamn college that's going to ever teach you how to be a goddamn entrepreneur.
No.
Oh,
You understand?
Lord.
They don't teach that.
They don't teach that.
They don't teach that. They'll teach you business.
They'll teach you how to
Business
goddamn
teach you,
work
and
with
business
somebody
teach you,
else.
they teach you the laws. That's all business does. Teach you the laws.
You didn't go to
And
you
how
went
to-
to college.
and math.
College didn't teach you to goddamn come up with Mike Robertson Boulevard and that cold ass goddamn image you had.
Hey,
up
but
there.
I did learn
That's
some.
you.
I did learn the confidence and the ability to take my thoughts and turn that shit into something.
You could have learned that as a bartender.
I could have, but I didn't. Exactly, I could have. Absolutely right. But you don't have to go to college.
All I'm saying is, I want to make clear. All I'm saying is this: school was a place that I went to for a few years, paid my way through cash, so I wouldn't have any debt, to learn that trade that I have.
What they taught you.
But you misused it. You misused it.
But I'm not foolish enough to think that that school gave me any education.
Let me tell you this.
They trained me. They trained me. And they gave me a sliver of knowledge on how to communicate, and that's it.
Even if you go in as an athlete,
okay. That's all they taught me.
If college, you can make a few $1 million.
Let me tell you this:
teach you how to get a job. But
I want to know how you
stop tying it to money.
I want to know how you go to school and learn outside of the curriculum.
If college is a fraud, so is high school.
Like a bunch of shit.
I have to read these books or I miss the class.
But if college is a fraud, so is high school, and so is fucking elementary school and all that. Exactly. So just say education is the fraud.
Education is the
fraud. Say education is the fraud.
Who has a problem with that?
No. Let me say this. Let me say this.
Malcolm X said,
from the time a child is 3 or 4, 5 years old, whenever we started kindergarten, first grade, a motherfucker ought to goddamn fucking, like I say, be a mathematician. He ought to be bilingual, and he ought to know something about health. Why you got to go through?
That's your curriculum. Niggas don't agree with that.
Okay, well, nigga, the mind
actually, the niggas do.
They do.
The niggas do. Because nigga means God, but that's on another level.
And then you got to turn around and go to college and pay for some motherfucking shit and spend the rest of your goddamn life paying this goddamn.
I think that's foolish.
That's a hustle. Yeah,
I think that's foolish. It is a hustle.
Look at what they do with these kids.
So you got to position yourself to not have to pay like that, dude.
Mike, we
and
all
then take advantage
of it. Page up here, man, to join us.
It is foolish. Motherfucker, I don't owe no fucking $80,000 when I got out of college, nigga. I didn't do my shit like that. I wasn't fooled. I wasn't fucking bamboozled,
you
nigga.
You didn't pay anything. You didn't get them even enrolled.
All right, hold on. No, this is interesting.
Got your education.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Okay. How did you educate yourself on college grounds? I'm gonna need you to wait till I get the whole question out.
Okay.
On college grounds with college curriculum, outside of the curriculum, without failing classes.
Nigga, I am a fucking party animal, nigga. I played the parking lot, nigga. I drank beers and hung out at parties, nigga, and threw shit. And drove to other towns and other cities and met people and understood cultures and shit. Nigga, I've been all around the South, the North, the East, and West. I got that education. I would have never got that shit, nigga, hanging around my fucking crib in Fox Hills.
That's a great answer to another question.
Exactly. So I use that shit for my advantage.
Answer to another question.
Let's go.
I didn't ask you about how many miles
that
you
was
put
my
on
curriculum.
Your car.
But that's my curriculum.
I asked you, when you went to college, how did you study?
I didn't.
And learn other things. How did you learn about the stars, or how did you learn about whatever you learned about?
I read books.
While on college time, under a college curriculum, when you're supposed to be using that time to study for college classes in order to pass with a decent enough grade. How did you learn from the college, in the books, in the library, the shit on the campus? How did you learn using that shit without failing the shit they had you there for?
Well, first of all, okay, I can answer that question. I had professors who were taking making an effort in making sure we learn certain things.
Okay.
Right? And in addition to that, our class discussions and the people around also help to support the learning of these different things. Okay. Now, there's reading that I had to do on my own that's outside of the curriculum. And I'll just give a simple example, just for the simple of example.
Sure.
Let's just say like the autobiography of Malcolm X, just for instance, right? You can read that one book and goddamn learn a life full of shit in that book.
Absolutely.
And you can read it 30 times and learn something different every time, right? Exactly. So I did those types of things because they were suggested and recommended in the environment that I was in, and I learned shit. But I also listened to fucking Chuck D and Public Enemy and KRS-One and the Jungle Brothers and shit like that at school when I was supposed to be maybe doing some other shit. Nah, I'm listening to PE right now, nigga. And so is everybody else around this motherfucker. And we was learning, dude, from a number of things while in college.
That's social. I'm not. That's social.
Like, but you want to tie it?
Not scholastic.
You want to tie it to the books?
I want to say one thing real quick because it's funny. We have similar. Like in college, I traveled when I was in college. It's funny. I learned most of my education when I worked at the bank, and all my traveling was from the band that I played with when I was on the drums. Like college.
That's right.
I didn't know that shit independent of college.
Thank you.
But you did it. But did you learn it while you was in college?
You know the best information I learned. Dr. John Henry Clark. Dr. Ben Yosef Jacqueline, Dr. Carter G. Woodson, Miseducation of the Negro. All of these books, all of these professors, when they were alive, were banned from college campuses. Why? Because they were teaching information, and their books are still banned from college campuses. Why? Because they're teaching information that's not in alignment with the mindset
curriculum
of the University of Chicago and John D. Rockefeller and Harvard, the people who sit on all this information. So the education that liberated me, the education that did me better than my college degree gave me, were actually the books that was banned in college.
I tell all you brothers and people out here, man.
Same with me.
When you get out of here, go look at Dr. Claude Anderson talking about the illusion of the educated Negro.
The illusion.
All right, yo, man, we got to wrap it up, y'all. We got to wrap it up. All right, get that title out. What did you just say?
Dr. Claude Anderson, The Illusion of the Educated Negro.
Damn.
All right. Hey, party people, man. Thanks for listening, man. We're going to give out all of our items right quick. What's yours, Dewan?
Dewan B, DWANNB, or Dewan Brown on Facebook.
Jeff Brown, comedian on Facebook, at GB Funny Style everywhere else.
And I wanted to say thanks again, Jeff, for rolling through, man, blessing us with some of this knowledge. Because
he's the one that's always calling in.
We need it, y'all. We need this. All right, I'm Mike Robertson at King Mike Boogie. You
Wait a minute, nigga,
there.
You ain't asked me nothing.
Motherfucker, we going in a circle, goddammit. Why are you so sensitive, man?
That did sound like a sounder. I thought I was like, shit. Hey, fuck Al. I guess this is fuck Al Tuesday.
We're going in a circle.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is fuck Al Tuesday.
Fuck
his life. Good night.
Nefarious Baltimore. Al Tuma.
Do you even know your fucking Instagram, nigga?
No, I don't.
God damn it.
But you following me, nigga.
We out.
You tell him.
Tell us your name.
Are we still on?
No, we out.
All right, man. We out, y'all, party people. Thanks, Portis. Thanks, Cena. We out.
Thanks, Portis.
I like my green with crystals like Folgers, picking up momentum, rolling like boulders. They call me ice, but I'm really much colder. My rhymes is heavy like the weight on my shoulders. I'm spitting that red hot smoldering lava. I fight to the end like the Navajo. Crack a bottle though, make it the goose with cranberry and triple sec. Triple my check, I feel the ripple effect of a fool on the loose. I hit you from every angle, from obtuse to right. Street shit like JJ, I'm dynamite. Slide me some dough, I show you an execution in the flesh, and promise not to leave nothing left. If you bomb it, I keep stabbing, shooting, damaging, looting, till it ain't no disputing who the greatest is.